Okay. So today this design we are going to do. So it is basically a small theoretical system. Okay. So in the first plane, so I'm selecting the front plane. So design में if you notice, there's a small difference, not like regular. So तुम्हारा जो counter है, sorry, reference है, it is in the counter. Okay. So what I do, so since there are 3 electrodes now, so I'll design the left part so that the left part can be mirrored to the right one. So middle will do it. Okay. So now let's finish the middle one. So middle one के लिए I'm just taking a normal line and from the center to this. Okay. So to this I'll give the dimension, and this is around 10 mm. Okay. 10 mm, and over this, so we come करेंगे. So we can put this circle over this and go for offset. So offset में क्या होगा ना? It will take complete circle and line, but we don't require that. We just require the line to be offset. So what we do first, we will offset the line itself. Simple. Okay. So the electrode thickness कितना है भाई? Electrode thickness 2 mm. So 1 mm I'm selecting 1 mm here, and I'll select y direction. Okay. And I'll create a construction line for base geometry. जो हमने initially line डाला ना, तो वो dotted line हो जाएगा. बाकी के 2 lines solid lines हो जाएंगे. Okay. Bi-directional. So you can see the solid lines, and the original solid line one converts to dotted line. Okay. Then I'll close this at the bottom. Then we need a circle of 1.5 mm. So circle, instead of going for this circle, you can also select the perimeter circle. See, ये center circle से what it happens is, if you select the center circle, तो this dot, okay. So if I'm taking the center circle, so ये ऐसा है, okay. So then we need to crop these lines or trim these lines in short. So if I'm not taking the center circle, so if I use this perimeter circle, okay, perimeter circle will join from the points, existing points. So let's say now we can use this point and this point, this we can take like this. And we can use this one dimension as plus 1.5. So हमने perimeter circle use किया है, so now it has completed, मतलब it has taken the boundaries and made a perimeter. Okay. But तो इससे काम नहीं चलेगा. So we have to do it 1.5 mm rate. Check कर लेंगे. नहीं देते. ये अगर 1.5 में होता है तो this will be smaller than this.
Diameter है 1.5.
Obviously ना, तो अगर ये 1.5 ये है, तो this will be small, right? 1.5 से कम रहेगा.
1.5. वो तो कम ही रहेगा.
तो तुमने electrode thickness बोला है 1 mm.
ढाई वो इसकी बात कर रहा हूँ. इसकी कम रहेगी. इसकी अराउंड 1 के आसपास रहेगी. 1 से कम ही रहेगी, मोटा हो जाएगा ना.
Okay. So let it be. Now this is 2 mm, right? Completely. We'll make it 3 mm. So using this as 4 mm. So you can see this कि only this is the closed counter and remaining are open counters. Okay, so use this trim option, trim a power trim or trim to closest use कर, and then you can just trim these lines. So now this is completely a closed counter. So one step is done. The second thing is we'll do the left and we'll replicate the right. Okay, so the distance, so we'll consider, again I'm just taking a single line. So if you see, just keep it here at the point and अगर drag करते हो तो you can see कि it is giving an indication कि it is in horizontal with the line, right? इसको मैंने click किया and then if I go and still you can see a yellow line indicating a vertical and the other white line indicating horizontal. Now yellow line is in a, sorry, the vertical line is in yellow color. It means it is indicating that our line is vertical. Okay. Let's say if I am slightly tilting it, so gaya na yellow. So every time we get the indications कि yellow आ रहा है, right? So I am in 90 degree or vertical condition. Okay. Then once I draw the line, so in the design, okay, we will keep the line aside. So in the design itself, we have a like enclosure to this working electrode circle, right? So if you see this, so surrounding this, we have another circle in short. So one circle, this, and another circle is this, right? There are two circles. Okay. So we'll draw these two circles first of 1 point or 1.05 mm or 2 mm thickness, and this distance is around 0.5 mm. Okay, so 0.5 mm and 1.5. Around this, take this. Okay, again to this is another. So the distance between this and this, as mentioned, much 1.05 mm. 1.05.
1 second.
I think 0.5. Okay, this is 0.55. This is 1.05. Right. यहाँ तक तो, and then if you see in the design itself, there are two trims. See, there is a trim from this and trim from this, and there is a trim at this position. Okay, so what we do is just like we draw 45 degrees to this point. Let's say this one. Okay. I just draw the line. Select. And then go to smart dimension and then it has the angle is 45 degrees. Okay. So the same thing I can do by mirror. Mirror this about this. So always we should need a, whenever we start the design, we need a center line. एक हो गया, and then same. It is giving me this error because we have used more dimensions. So let's say I'll delete this. It is done. Okay. Trim. So I don't require this thing, and this thing. Right? ये भी नहीं चाहिए. This. Okay, so now we are almost good. And then there are connections from these points. Okay. Right. So before going that, let's try moving. Let's delete this line first. So now if you see the sketch is underdefined and you can see the blue lines here. So let's try to move in the directions. See, it is able to move, right? So it is not fully defined. So what I do? Okay, let's try to give some dimensions to this. 1.05 radian. And again you can check whether it is moving or not. See. It is moving because there is no specified distance between these two lines. Right? Control Z and then it goes smart dimension. Two 2.8. Okay. And then again we'll try. अभी देखो ऊपर का हो चुका है नीचे का नहीं हुआ राइट and then you can also keep so this will give it as 4.8 okay now see
वो ब्लैक कहाँ हुआ है ब्लैक होता तब मूवमेंट नहीं
हाँ so
सेंटर से करो वो
क्या हो
सर ये वाला लाइन तो भी आपने वो नहीं किया था ये जो छोटा वाला लाइन है ना इधर का
इधर का
ये वाला उसको नहीं निकालेंगे
ओके तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं ना इस केस में बिकॉज सर्किल इज रोटेटिंग तो हम क्या करेंगे अब इसको विल ट्राई टू कंस्ट्रेन इट यूजिंग कॉन्सेंट्रिक वाला सॉरी कॉन्सेंट्रिक नहीं कोलिनियर वाला ऑप्शन ठीक है तो आई सेलेक्ट दिस लाइन try to make it collinear okay then let's see so now it is collinear right जो भी चेंज हो रहा है it is symmetrical समझ गए and now if you see it is moving because it is not constrained because of this ये जो है इससे if it gets constrained to that bigger one then it completes see let's try इसका जो डिस्टेंस है 0.05 okay done so now our sketch is fully different so next time if you do any changes let's say agar if he is not getting results for 0.055 then you can just change it 1 mm without changing anything we can do 0.055 okay so now we are done till here so now we need an electrode to the left and to the right तो उसके लिए क्या करेंगे draw right side
उसमें देखो ना कंफ्यूजन है
ये नहीं है क्या लेफ्ट साइड में
नहीं ये देखिए मैंने कट करने में सोचा
अभी तक
नहीं उसमें देखो ना डिजाइन में
ओके
ये बात खोल देखो ना वहाँ से नहीं समझ गया ना
okay so there is no left side to this ठीक है only one side okay so कोई नहीं क्या करेंगे and just draw a line so what I do I'll select this line I'm selecting this line ठीक है since I need to make a thick electrode so I'll do the parallel option so once I make it parallel so it is parallel with this line okay and then this length it is mentioned as 3 mm
देख लो अगर
so एक काम करेंगे पहले हम इसका
छोटा कर
distance
लो तू कर लो अगर ज़्यादा बड़ा हो जाता है and then we'll use it again.
This length is 3 mm. You can just drag. See, because of parallel thing. They're parallel.
पैरेलल ही है ना वो?
हाँ, they're parallel. Okay. तो क्या करेंगे? They are parallel. But since we have deleted यहाँ पे जो trim किया ना हमने, तो previous connection which was 45 degrees, so we lost them. Okay. So what I do? I just so we can do one more thing. And take a center line. And then you can give the angle between these two. This should be 45 degrees again. Okay. So now I think I can drag this line at the same point. See, if I click on this, I can see the existing relations. So it is the distance. If I delete this, again I can move this line. So just before I was unable to move, then I have seen कि इसका क्या relations में. Then I have deleted that relation and I am able to do this. Okay. From here after 3 mm. Okay. Once we complete this after 3 mm. And then from here he needs to draw the connections, right? So it is very simple. Then I just finish this. Okay. I just finished randomly, and then I will give this as 2mm. So this is a driven dimension. It means that you cannot change this. So why it is driven? नहीं actually इसका reason क्या है कि either we have to compromise with the 45 degrees or with the length. So 3 and 45 degrees I am unable to do it according to its calculation. ठीक है? So what we do is we just delete this 3. We are not specific, right? We delete this 3. Try with this. This, let's say I want 2 mm. Okay. You notice that it went thoda sa off. Then I just use the trim option here. Remove these lines. Okay. Now if you see, it has a proper connection. Right. This is 1.5 mm. This is 2 mm, and this is again 1.05 mm. And then if you see again, these are in blue because it can move left or right. So we'll constrain it using this. Let's give it as a 2 mm. Okay. We are done with this. And then the other electrode will come from the top, from here. Okay. So we'll go here, and we have to make a groove. ऐसा वाला ग्रूव चाहिए ना. तो हमेशा रिमेंबर कि whatever we do, symmetry should be there. So let's say if I'm taking this center नहीं लेंगे, corner rectangle ले लेंगे because center से corner रहेगा. ठीक है? So हमेशा whenever you take this kind of rectangles ना, तो always ensure you make it center. So what I am doing, I just selecting a construction line. यहाँ पे मैंने click किया set which is center to this rectangle and select this line and this line. So then make it collinear. ताकि it will come to this. So let's say if you are changing this, so it will be with center with respect to center, right? And then we will change the position. जहाँ चाहिए वहाँ. So let's say you are still confused. What you can do? जो point है ना, keep it here. The reason for keeping it here is you can draw another center line here. the center line here, and then since we are about to cut it, right, to another center line from this. So now what we can do, we can constrain this center with that center. It's collinear, right? Okay. Now if you increase it, so it will be symmetric. It will be symmetric, sure. And you can give the length because this is important, right? It is 1.3 here. I think let's say if the electrode thickness is 1.5 mm, so 1.05 mm, so I'll put it as a 2 mm. 2 mm, okay. And this we can be like exactly half or more than half. So if I'm going to keep it exactly half, right? Okay. So this line is there. Okay. The line. So you can take a reference from this center. Okay. You can just put here. This is completely constrained, and then you can perform the trim operations. So you don't require this area, and then not this, this, okay. Now this is done. I think it has a double line. Okay. And then I can give the dimension. It's 0.5 is 0.5, or it's going to increase to 0.6. Okay. And the sketch is again fully defined. Let's say if you want to see everything without the dimensions, okay. You can here in this icon. You can go and you can just remove this. If you press this now, you cannot see anything dimensions. You can see this.
किसमें आया था?
In this eye. Again, if you want to highlight. Okay. So now it is very simple. Now we just want to draw the line, right? So it's very simple. So I just take the rectangle, or let's finish with a line. Okay. I'll take from this. Okay. Line to डाल लेना. Then we can give the dimensions of this line. So keep it as a 2 mm, and then इसका देख लेंगे around 8 mm, and then still you can see this blue because it is still underdefined. ठीक है, तो क्या करेंगे, इसको इस point again merge collinear is not there, right? So we cannot do anything with this. So first of all, we'll do the offset again. So go to offset and this one, okay, the same thing. So we cannot go for 1 mm because here we have exactly given 2 mm distance. So in that case, you can do half of the design with 2 mm. Let's say, so we'll delete this line. Okay. So only offset will give it to this distance. Okay. And we'll keep it as around 0.5. Then we will finish this. Okay. Take it. And then another line I will take from here to here. And then what I do is I'll make an offset here. Offset I can increase to 1 mm because this is 2 mm, this is 2 mm, this should also be 2 mm. Okay. And now if you see here, इसका परेशान मत होना क्योंकि here the distance we have not yet given, and if we give this exact 2 mm distance now, I think it will work. कोई नहीं.
कुछ बना दो यार. कोई बात नहीं, तो साइज मिल जाता है.
So we can remove, there are no existing relations. First, let's make this collinear with this. Okay. Then
if you offset all lines 1, 2, 3 lines.
offset की जरूरत नहीं है. Now we have all set. Only thing is we have to make this.
No, okay, first.
Let's try to trim this first. Then we'll delete this 8 mm. इसको ऊपर बढ़ाएं. Correct this. So now we can still see blue. See why. So only dimension or constraint we have not given is this. Let's try now with this. Okay. And our sketch is pretty different. So हमेशा you can check by removing this. Okay. Or you can go to features, extrude bars. So extrude bars is perfect for checking because अगर कुछ भी open है or any double lines or see sometimes what you do, you will not do it horizontal or vertical. It will be slightly slant. Then the connections will make problem. Okay. So once you do this, you can see this design. And after making this, you can convert to DXF very easily. Because see, after you make it to 3D, you will not get all these dimensions, connecting lines in DXF. So directly you just get is the part. Save as. You can do the DXF here. So directly you get is the design. No construction lines. Then you can just save this, and you can use this for cutting, printing. Right? So
Sir,
end this here.
जो complete वाला जो working देखना है, हम एक उस line पे इसको offset करके ऐसे किया, तो हम direct rectangle draw करके.
हाँ, rectangle draw करके you can take it. Anything, whichever you feel comfortable, you can do it. Only thing is, center should always match. If you see this design, then you can see the symmetricity. Otherwise,
Problem first time